Hey, welcome to The Last Take, episode 4? 4? 4.
4.
Yeah, I think it's 4.
This week, once again, Dano, Red, LC. Been a couple weeks since we did one of these. It's kind of a slow week last week, so we took the week off. This week, some going on. We've got some basketball, NBA Summer League.
Yeah.
We've got MLB All-Star Break, including the Home Run Derby, which I know Red has some hot takes on.
Yep.
And anything else that comes to mind. So let's start off with some Summer League, because I know Dano, being the resident 76er,
Yep.
has concerns about the process.
Yep. Markelle Fultz, done for the Summer League. Official diagnosis, I guess, is a sprained ankle. So it's only 2 weeks, but every single Sixers fan, when because he got carried off the court, every single Sixers fan was just like, oh my God, here we go again. This is what happened with Ben Simmons. He's out for 2 weeks. Oh, now he's out for a month. No, it's 2 months. And then maybe you'll see him before the All-Star game, and then, well, he's out for the year.
I sent you a photo with all the names of the players they've drafted in the first round over the last 5 years.
Yeah.
And all but one player on there has played 0 games.
Yeah.
His first year drafted.
Yeah.
5 people on the list.
5
Yep.
on the list, and there was one player who did it, and it was what was it? No, it wasn't him.
No,
Granted,
Jalil
it was
Okafor.
Okafor, and he played
Yep.
53.
Granted, the fifth name was
False.
Fultz.
So it's variable.
Yes. So you're still
one
waiting
out,
on that one.
One out of the last
Nerlens-
4 years.
Yes.
Nerlens sat out.
That's
his
not a
rookie
good.
year.
I mean, if you were a
No.
baseball, well, if you're a baseball player, that's pretty good actually.
Yeah.
1 out of 4.
But if you were a quarterback and you were only hitting 1 out of 4, you'd be benched.
I sent you that. I thought you
Nerlens
would like
sat
that.
out.
How
Joel.
long do you bench your quarterback
NB sat
or bench your quarterback? Bench your coach.
Bench my coach.
Yeah.
Why am I benching my coach?
Well, he's the one who made. Well, I mean, who made the decision to put him in summer league again?
I mean,
Yeah.
it's Again, I don't agree with summer league in general. You pick the guy in the top 10. I don't see a reason why any of these top 10 picks should be playing in the summer league. You got what you got, right? And you're not even playing him with your core players that are going to be surrounding him. So,
Counterpoint.
what you got?
Ball.
Oh God!
What did he do in his first game?
God, just sucked.
5 points.
5 points. Yep, made
2
shots.
for 15.
Yep,
1 from 11 from the 3-point line.
yep.
And none of those were free throws.
But what about the fact
Including
of
just an immaculate air ball.
So maybe there's a good reason to get a game or two under their
his
belt.
second game he comes
But
in?
it's not. They're basically the guys they're playing. You look at the summer league rosters. It's a
If he's
handful.
that bad against summer league guys, imagine how bad he's going to be against Golden
Right,
State.
but at the same time, in the summer league, you know what you got. Look at the summer league rosters. It's all draft picks that they played in college last year.
Yep.
You're playing the same caliber of talent in the summer league that you played, with the exception of a couple second-year sophomore guys. We got a cat on camera.
Cat on camera.
With a couple exception of a couple second-year guys that teams will put on the court. You're playing the same caliber of player you did in college. You're not gonna. You already got your team. I don't see the point in the summer league.
Okay, here you go. Lonzo Ball, back to that point, what he was saying. Alonzo Ball never had a triple-double in college.
Right.
Second game in summer league, scores 11, 11, 11.
Okay.
Triple-double. But in college,
Okay.
he plays with TJ Leaf, and he also plays with the coach's son, Bryce Alford.
Yep.
2 completely awesome basketball players at the same time. And you telling me that the kid can't go get a triple-double in college, but he can get one in summer league?
Okay.
Summer league's more competitive than what college was, and he had better players on his team in college than he does now.
Hypothetical. Lonzo Ball comes out and scores 5 points in every single summer league game. It
He's a rock
doesn't mean
star.
a damn thing. It's the same damn thing as if Lonzo Ball came out and scored 50 points in every summer league game.
But it's going to bring
Doesn't
more.
mean that-
I don't
But
know.
it's bringing more
doesn't
attention
mean
to
that-
LA.
I think
more
it
attention
puts
to
in the
LA.
back of your
No one's
mind, what
watching.
can this kid really do?
The only people that are watching the summer league are NBA coaches, NBA scouts, that they're already with the team, so there's no real point in scouting these guys right now. And the only other fans that watch it are desperate fans like me.
I
Because
agree.
It's like, oh boy, that could be. I might see a spark like this. But oh, this could be something. Maybe. No, he's injured. He's out. For
I
God
agree,
knows how long.
but I disagree. All your free agents are watching it as well. All of them are, and they're watching it vigorously. As much as you don't think they are, because they see these guys and they're like, okay, that's the young kids on the team. So
Free agents are signed already.
not all of them.
Who's left?
There's some still out there that still got to figure out where they're going
That's
to go.
worth anything. Who's still out there?
Let's see here. You got Melo. He's sort of a free agent if
Not
you
a
want to
free
consider
agent.
it. Yeah, I consider him a free agent.
He's
Considering
got
he's ready to
he
leave.
has to be bought out and traded.
But he's
not
gonna
a free
leave.
agent.
I know he's
got
not
no
a free, but I
control over
consider
his
him
agent.
Yeah, I mean, I think to Dano's point, he's not a free agent, and he's not looking at young kids. I don't think.
No, he's.
What's
They
real-
look
Go
at.
ahead.
See, I say they look at the young talent because it's going to be the bottom of their roster. The bottom of your roster is what's going to come up and make the team. That's where it's at. You make your team off the bench. A
Right.
bench is where your team is made.
Right.
So if you can watch this summer league and see these young kids play, then that
Okay.
means you're going to be fine.
You're getting.
down the
I
road.
see your point there, but you're getting away from my point. Maybe I didn't do a good job of conveying this, but if you're a top 10 to 15 pick, you're on the team. The team's made an investment. They've made a substantial investment in you already.
Yeah,
it
but-
doesn't matter if they go out and score 50 points a game or if they score 5 points a game.
But at
the
the same
team's
time-
already invested in you, and you're not going to bail on someone you invested that much in because he stuck.
See, the way
because
I
he
look at
sucked
it-
in summer.
So
or he
you,
was
so
good
you
in
think
summer.
if you are absolutely awful in summer league, it doesn't affect your ability to start?
No.
Here's how I look at this.
No.
It's just
It's
like
summer league. When does the NBA start?
it's just like practice.
I mean,
It's like-
they don't start games until I don't even know when the hell the NBA starts. They don't start until what, November?
Seems like
October,
yeah,
November?
November.
Right. So what you do in June, you can be in a completely different frame of mind now,
Yeah.
and it doesn't. You're still in a college frame of mind now, which is what summer. My point is, summer league can be used to fill out the bottom of the roster, but there's no point in toting out the guys who are your high-profile draft picks because they're not filling out the bottom.
And I
of your
completely-
roster.
I completely
Everyone
disagree.
you take in the first 15 picks to the entire first round of the draft, you draft because you see them being a role player this year.
Okay,
Otherwise,
but-
you don't waste a draft pick on.
But here's the way you look at it as well. You say, okay, I know I just drafted them. I have them. They're ours. But I've only got to see them work out twice. Okay, perfectly fine. So you put them in there and let them play. That's like saying I've seen a pit crew guy change tires at practice, but he's going to do the same thing in a race. Race, practice, completely different. Basketball game, practice, completely different. You get the kid out there on the floor, give him actual playing time, and gets to see what happens. You're going to see his flaws that you can work on during the offseason to
Right.
make that a better player. So
If-
I think they should play Summer League ball.
You see what Lightning thinks of NBA Summer League.
Yeah,
Taking a nap over here.
Lightning is not having any of this.
Not have.
So my take
not
is they need to
interested.
play Summer League ball so you can work on their weaknesses after you see what they look like in gameplay.
But they got how many months of practice anyway? You're gonna see all. You don't. The amount of research that goes into these guys, you know what their strengths and their weaknesses are before you.
Yeah,
draft
you do,
them.
but it still gives
you're
you
not
time to
gonna
help.
see-
I mean,
anything
to a
against-
certain extent, I agree with Red. It may be a college frame of mind. It
My-
may be college kids. You're putting on an NBA pro team's jersey. Changes your mindset. And they want to see what it looks like. Granted, everyone knows this is low pressure,
Right.
but it's still more
Still-
pressure than college. And I think
My
they want to see how
opinion-
these
Set of
kids
mind.
react to more pressure.
My opinion may or may not be based 100% on the fact that everyone for the Sixers gets hurt in the summer league. So
That's
I'm just-
100%.
if the Sixers
100% of
pulled
it.
out of summer league altogether, I would throw a party. Like, great,
It would-
I don't
yeah.
give a crap.
I just look at it as making.
I mean,
I
you're
don't
just
care if they
biased.
learn.
You're just biased.
Just
See,
don't break
proves
their
it right
leg.
there.
That's
Don't
all
biased.
it
break their
is.
leg.
You're just biased.
That's fine.
You're biased all day.
Bias affects everything. Ask Jimmy Red.
Yes, it does. Bias definitely does. So Paul George.
If that were the case, I'd be arguing on your side because I can't stand the NBA.
There we go.
So I'd be going, yeah, shut down summer league, shut down regular league,
Shut it all
Yeah.
down. He
shut it
doesn't
all
care.
down, shut her down,
Shut her down. Hot takes.
So
Shut down the
Hey,
NBA.
shut down the
Shut
NBA.
down the NBA.
Put
I
the
like it.
money into
I
NASCAR.
like it.
we have a bunch of moves
I mean,
around
that fan
here.
base isn't going to translate too well.
No, I think it will.
NBA
got a-
to NASCAR?
Diversity, bud.
Yeah, there we go.
Diversity program.
Yep, drive for diversity. Kicking that into high freaking gear now.
Bunch of
LeBron,
free
you want to
agents.
drive a race car, bud?
I'd love to see LeBron
God.
fold himself into one of our cars.
Good God.
You
that'd
think
be funny.
McD and Carl Edwards barely fit?
Oh, my God. That'd be
Bunch
Could
of
you
funny.
free
imagine
agents,
LeBron trying to fold himself into that
Be
race
sitting
car?
in the back of the damn thing.
have signed
Yeah.
some deals here. CP3 went to the Rockets.
Yep.
Jeff Teague signed with the T-Wolves. Curry signed his mega deal, 5 years, 201.
And I'll say it so you don't have to. Paul George is now.
Oh,
Part of the Oklahoma
We're not
City
going to talk
Thunder.
about that deal.
I would say it for you. I
Good
didn't
move,
know
bad
you
move.
said. Great move.
Terrible
Great
move.
move.
Terrible move.
Great move. I think.
Terrible move because they got nothing for it. They got Victor Oladipo and they got to pay
for the
$84
Pacers.
million.
Oh, see, I'm thinking for OKC.
See,
Great
they-
move for OKC.
Great move for them.
Deal
See,
for
because
OKC.
Yeah, but
The
and you're
Pacers-
right. Terrible move for the
because the Pacers ended up getting Victor Oladipo and have to pay him $84 million. The Pacers could have ended up getting Gary Harris and Trey Lyles, another Indiana boy. Got rid of Paul George and sent him to the Cavs and sent Kevin Love to the Nuggets. Instead, we say, no, we're going to send Paul George to Oklahoma City and we'll pay Victor Oladipo $84 million The whole reason that was done is I think Mr. Pritchard here was telling the East that he doesn't want to play Paul George, and he was sticking it to him and sending him somewhere he didn't want to go.
I have no idea.
I
about
think
that. I think
Paul-
you're reaching a little bit.
I think
Yeah.
Pritchard wanted to put it to him because he wants to go to L.A. He wanted to go to L.A. And obviously he's like, all right, well, you want to go to L.A. I'm not sending you there. But he had all these better offers to go to Boston or the Cavs. They're in the East, and he doesn't want to play Paul George. He's already getting beat by the Cavs in Boston. He's like, I'm not going to send him somebody's going to beat me. So he's going to send him somewhere he doesn't want to go
Okay,
and take
why would
less
if he wants to stick it to him, why is he putting him on the same team as Russell Westbrook?
because he was getting him out
Yeah.
of his
Why
contract.
would you not put him on like the Utah Jazz or somebody?
'Cause he couldn't
if
get what
you
he wanted
really
for the
wanna
deal.
Stick it to him.
I think he
you put
stuck
him
it
on
to
the
him.
Jazz. You don't put him with.
But,
But also
I mean,
this, think about
but he
this,
didn't
too.
get anything for him anyway.
And
So
they're
if
playing-
you're gonna get
and
nothing
another
for
way-
the guy,
Another way he's sticking it to him is think about where Oklahoma is. Okay? They play a lot of teams out
Oklahoma.
west. Okay?
That-
How-
just,
how long
north,
are their-
just north of Texas, if
Thank
you're
you.
unaware.
How
Thank
long
you.
how long are most of their flights to go to a game?
Okay.
They're 3 to 4
hours?
hours. 3 to 4 hours.
2 hours.
Okay.
Most teams fly to a basketball game hour and a half, 2 hours.
It is
For them, most of them
Jimmy
is-
Red, it is 2 hours from Oklahoma to the West Coast.
Yeah, but I'm talking like when they go
Yeah,
up
you know
more
who
towards
has even longer
so-
flights
Okay,
than that?
it's still
Yeah.
okay.
The Lakers.
2 hours from
but you know who,
to North
no,
Dakota.
You know who else? The longest team in the NBA, the worst one is the Pelicans. That's why they can't get nobody because it's 5 hours. They're playing the West and they play
They
down
got
here.
Anthony Davis and DeMarcus Cousins.
But they got to pay out of their mind to get them.
You
Because
are,
every-
you are
everything-
also putting on this that like they fly
Here.
commercial.
Yeah,
But
They
they
fly in some
they
very
got to fly so
comfortable
far.
airplanes.
They got to fly so
What's
far.
what's
It's
the
crazy.
Pacers guy's name?
Who?
The traded him that you're saying is sticking it to Paul Pritchard. Is that his
Pritchard.
name?
Kevin Pritchard.
You are painting him like he literally sat there
He fucking
and
wanted him
thought,
to fail.
you know
He
how
did.
I'm going to nail this guy?
did.
Long flights.
No, he
Got
was-
it.
he
Good
wanted to
job,
get rid of
boys.
him.
We'll see you next
He
year.
wanted to get rid of him. I'm fine with it.
But-
I don't care. I'm over it. We got
All
assets.
right, so let's flip
They're
sides.
paying
Let's flip sides.
Yeah.
Good move for Paul George.
They
No.
gave up for Paul George? Oh, yeah.
a
Absolutely. I mean, even if he wants to go to L.A., even if it's a one-year deal in Oklahoma City,
Right,
You
which
get
we
to
know.
throw-
I mean, it's a 1 year deal.
you get to throw caution to the wind. You throw caution
Let
to the
it
wind
rip.
with the MVP. of
Maybe
the
something
league.
happens.
Yeah, you never know. You could the way the NBA is with trade deadlines and assets and free agency, and teams look and they say, "Well, this guy might leave in free agency. Maybe we ship him now." You never know if they get a third player in Oklahoma City. I don't think it would be enough to beat the Warriors, but Westbrook
might
and
lock him
Durant almost did it, right?
Yeah.
I mean, Durant
But
just signed a deal. so
Westbrook,
he's not
I
leaving.
think, if
No,
you
I
get-
don't think he's saying that they're going to get Durant. I think he's saying that with Durant, they almost beat him.
right.
So you bring in Paul George, you bring in a number 3, maybe a good, maybe not a great,
Right.
but a good number 4. You might have a team that can
Maybe.
at least put you there.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's too tough of a team to beat. I don't think anybody's going anywhere.
But you got to pick
for
look
Golden
at the
State
player that
because-
Russell Westbrook is.
So what do you do, Red?
Because
Just
Golden
ship
State-
off all your assets and just sit there
Golden,
for 5 years?
Golden State just re-signed Kevin Durant to a 2-year deal. He's gonna he'll end up letting go of his player option and max up, get the super max next year. They just got Nick Young from the Lakers. They also
irrelevant.
huh?
Get Nick Young's irrelevant. Nick Young's a J.R. Smith
But-
player at
But
best.
but he's a
At
bench
best.
player that can come in and play for you. That's fine. They just re-signed David West to another 1-year deal. They kept Andre Iguodala. They kept Sean Livingston. They kept them all. They didn't lose anybody. The team ain't going nowhere. They
So-
just signed them all to max
Okay, but-
deals.
So,
by
Red,
that
if
same-
you're OKC, what do? Ship
I'm-
off all your assets and just sit there for 3 years?
No, you keep what you got, but you're going to get beat.
By that same
Okay, so why not at least try something? Why? I mean, why? I mean,
you
what's
can't-
Your,
I'm not
what's your
saying-
options here? Just sit
just-
there for 2 years and not try to better yourself, or start trying to bring in assets
See,
that
that's-
maybe you keep, maybe you get rid of for better assets,
So it's
so
gonna
that
be a
in
deal.
3 years you're positioned to maybe beat this team.
By then, that other team's going to be fed up at your hometown in 3 years and want to go somewhere else to try it somewhere else because they're only going to
But you've
set so
got
long.
assets you can trade away.
Yeah, they're only going to set so long. And if you sign them to a 1 or 2 year deal,
You are not a
there's
long
gonna
term
be-
kind of guy.
There's going to
It's
be
a
no
good
set
thing you're
there.
not a GM.
See, they don't like to do
You're
long.
like me when I play 2K.
You just get what
I
you
get
got
like
and
the
go, baby.
notification in GM mode that some guy's not happy with the way things are going. I'm like, send them
Ship
up
'em.
Schitt's Creek.
Yeah,
Like,
you got to.
gone.
You can't fuck them if they don't want to be. Oh, if they don't want to be there, get rid of them.
It's okay. We don't get fined from the FCC here.
All right.
That was just broadcast great.
But I mean, you still got it. Whether you can beat this team in the next 2 or 3 years or not, as a GM, you've got to look long term.
And even the Thunder, they're paying less for Paul George than they were for Victor Oladipo.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
even from a money standpoint, it makes perfect
it
sense.
makes money.
Yep.
Yeah, for the money
You
point,
can
but I don't
save
think it makes
money
anywhere else.
and get a player that's a heck of a lot better than Oladipo.
Better.
Anywhere else.
Even if
Tradable.
tradable. Even if for this year.
I don't think he's going. I think Paul George doesn't even want to be there. He'll tell you he doesn't want to be there.
Did you see his quote yesterday?
Yeah,
He said if we do something special this year, it'd be stupid to leave.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's only if they do something special. They're not.
They got the MVP on their team. They were doing
just-
something special with just
Houston
Russell
is-
Westbrook.
Did you just see who Houston went and got? They went and got CP3. They're possibly going to land Melo, and they got James Harden. Plus, still got Eric Gordon. They
What-
can't touch him.
Okay.
And then you got Golden State still.
So what would you do as GM of the Thunder, Red? What would you do right now?
What would I do?
Yeah.
I would take Paul George, trade Paul George for better.
For who?
Who would I go after? I would chase.
Because you're sitting here
I
saying
would
it
chase
doesn't
after.
matter. So why
I'm
go get
chasing-
somebody better?
I'm going to chase after Dwight Howard, and bring him to OKC.
What?
Trade Paul George.
All right, that's
to
the most
Knicks.
absurd thing you have ever said.
No.
Dwight Howard?
Yeah.
Have you watched him?
No, not
since
Dwight
he
Howard.
left
Sorry.
Orlando?
I didn't mean Dwight Howard. Sorry.
Who?
I meant Carmelo Anthony. Sorry.
Carmelo.
Because Howard plays for us now. Fuck that. Sorry.
You're just, but that's what you're just saying. You were just
I'm
saying
bringing
he's
Melo.
probably going to Houston.
Melo's got 2 years left in this league, tops.
Okay, but if you can bring him there, you can work your way there.
You
Get
got
rid of
Paul
Paul
George.
George.
Where?
Get rid of
He's
Paul
gone
George.
in 2 years.
Paul George,
You
get rid of
can't
him.
trade him.
Get rid of Paul George. Get him out of there. Send him somewhere where he doesn't want to be.
You see, the only
You
reason
just say, all right, we're going to turn this on you. Now you're
mean-
biased against Paul George because he left the Pacers.
Yep.
Yeah, get rid of him. Get him out of there. Paul
Put him
George.
somewhere he doesn't want to be.
Yeah.
Put him in
Get him-
Utah.
Put him wherever. Gordon Hayward just signed with Boston. Yeah,
Red's
see,
like,
perfect.
Red's
Put
like
him there.
2 sentences away from like shipping him overseas.
I'm ready
so
to throw.
Zadie doesn't
Yeah,
belong
ship him to
in
Turkey.
the
Get rid of him. All right,
Like,
I'm done.
put him on-
All
put
right, I'm
him
done
in
with
Rome or
basketball because I'm
something,
done
man.
with him. I'm done with it. I can't talk about it no more. Paul George is an idiot. Forget him. All right, let's go to the NFL. I don't want to talk about him. I hate that guy.
All right,
Make it quick.
You keep talking about it.
NFL
So,
predictions. Let's see here. Season's about to start. I just read a pretty cool, interesting preseason. Not start
We're
yet.
still 4 weeks from
Are they even
preseason.
at training camp yet?
No, maybe it's about to start. It's getting warmed up. It's warming up. Temperature's starting to get hot.
All right, keep
It's
going.
been hot. It's
Keep
called
going.
July.
So I'm ready for
I think
it to
it's
get
gone
ready to
to your
go.
head.
I'm excited. Predictions here.
Oh
I read
my
a cool
God.
little thing. The Cowboys are the most expensive franchise there is in sports.
Always has been.
Number 2 is the Yankees. That's pretty cool. I think predictions. Yankees are the number 2.
Well, no, I
franchise.
got that part. You said what's pretty cool about it?
That the
You said-
Yankees are
and
2.
You opened this,
I just think it's cool.
The
that
two
they-
dynasties.
I know.
Oh,
That's
pretty
cool.
And you
That's
opened,
cool.
you opened this by saying NFL predictions and just gave us 2 facts about the,
Well, no,
the
it's
Cowboys are
Cowboys.
worth a lot of money and
they
so
are.
are the Yankees. Those are your predictions?
No,
Those
no,
are
no. The predictions
huge
here
predictions.
are for the season.
Your prediction
Oh,
was
let's see
the
here,
season's right around the corner.
I think
That was your
that
prediction. Hot take, the NFL is
See
going
here.
to play this year.
I think that
What?
Well,
Kirk Cousins-
You heard it here first.
Kirk Cousins is
You're
not going to be a
first.
Redskin. They will not pick up his franchise tag because they look at him as a backup quarterback because that's what he was drafted as. He was also a halfway backup in college. Don't say he wasn't because he was. The other quarterback that was with him was Drew Stanton.
I'm just having a real tough
Drew
time
Stanton
keeping up with you right now.
Plays for
yeah,
Arizona.
real tough.
So I don't think he signs back there with Washington. If he does, they don't use the franchise tag on him. So I think he's going to be on his way out of there. I think Cam Newton comes back and has an amazing year and absolutely crushes the NFL because Atlanta went to the Super Bowl and they fell apart. So they'll absolutely win their division and walk through the North, I think, and get knocked out in the second round of the playoffs. Colts will have a pretty good year, I think. Andrew Luck will come out firing. I don't think they win their division. I think they finish second to the Tennessee Titans because Marcus Mariota is starting to hit his groove. Patriots, of course, they're going to be hot. Everybody knows that's going to happen. Came out the other day and they were talking about how Giselle had her big deal and all that stuff on TV with him, and he went around it and all that.
What is going on?
Where are we?
What is going on?
I have no idea.
What is going on? You're talking about Giselle. You were talking about the words of the
Giselle,
Yankees.
by the way, Giselle.
This is all predictions. We're
I'm
going all
so
to it.
confused. I'm so confused.
Yeah.
We're talking about NFL predictions.
Yeah, but I'm giving the
Dude,
leads up
that's-
to them. They're going to be good. Giselle came out and did
When
all
we
of her
get
deal.
closer to the NFL season, we'll do a full. We'll do.
but I can't
Well,
help it.
yeah.
I'm all
we'll
zoned
do
into
like
it.
an.
All right,
We'll do
baseball.
A 40
Baseball. Okay, home run derby was 2 nights ago. It was pretty awesome to watch. Aaron Judge won it. He had 47 home runs.
What a physical freaking beast.
Yes,
insane.
6'7", 282
How
pounds.
crazy is
25 years old.
And then
Yep.
you had, what's his name, Stanton?
Stanton.
175 pounds.
Yep.
Batting
then-
against a guy outweighing by 100 pounds.
Yep.
This is pretty interesting right
Also,
here.
format, complete bullshit.
No, I loved it.
No, the
TV
head-to-head is such
TV
Embrace
ratings-
debate. Embrace debate. Go.
TV ratings were 40% higher than they ever have. The first 3 matchups they had were split by 1 home run apiece, and they had to use bonus time to make that happen.
Yeah, but you had a guy advance on 18 home runs and a guy lose on 23.
But it's all season.
How does that make sense? Make it round robin. Top 4 go.
That's
On
how
you
it
go.
used to be, though, and the ratings were down, so they had to change it. Put the drama in there. That's what they like.
Well, they did. They did drama, bonus time, maroon ball.
I
all
still
that
think
crap.
it should be like the old EA Sports games, your home run showdown, where you had 2 guys split screen side by side. They should just have both of them out on the field at the
Oh, I
same
like
time.
it.
A lefty versus a righty.
Oh,
okay, you're both sharing the same plate. You got to sync up your throwers, right? Otherwise, you're just going to be beating the hell out of each other with your bat. I think it's foolproof. Nothing could go wrong. I'm going to
I
write
like
a
this.
letter to baseball, and I'm
I
probably
think-
like this.
If it's
I
not
also,
in use
I'm,
next year, I'll be sure.
I'm going to quick call out. I'm voting for Stugatz
Yes.
from the Levitard show for MLB commissioner
Yep.
because I'm 100% on board with his plan. Make MLB extra innings a home run derby.
Yep.
3 minutes.
You still have your
2
vote?
players. What?
You still have your vote?
Yeah,
I got mine revoked.
it's too bad.
I know.
I'll see if I can vote double for you.
I appreciate it.
How-
Double down. Just write X2 on it.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
How about he had 47 home runs in just the Derby? He has 30 all year. His freshman year of high school, he had 2 home runs. Freshman year, or sophomore year, 4. Junior year, he had 8. Couldn't find the senior year, but in high school, he only had 2 home runs. He's 25 years old. So think
geez,
about
maybe I
it.
should've gone pro. I
that
only had
means
1 in high
that means
school.
that kid was just getting out of school about 7 years ago.
When he discovered steroids. I mean,
7 years ago, and
I mean,
you're telling me in 7 years the kid hits base? And he didn't come out being
was
a
he
rock
pissed
star.
in a cup recently?
I don't
You
know,
this?
but that's crazy.
That would make the home run derby
248.
real interesting. A random
crazy.
piss test.
Ooh,
Yeah.
That is absolutely crazy.
No.
He walked the dog
No.
on them boys, though.
free pass.
Oh.
Take as much as you want.
Okay. I like this. I really like this. Yeah.
You know what? I think
'Cause then
the
you'll
ML
see
the
who's
MLB
really
season
committed.
should be split, right?
Yeah.
First half of the season, boys have at it.
Right.
Second half of the
Ooh.
season, pee in a cup.
Ooh, I like this. I like this a lot.
You
Yeah.
can see where it could go.
Yeah.
It'd be different.
I like. I think
Talk
I talked
about
about this
changing
on
the landscape.
Levitard a while ago. It would make football a lot more interesting. That if any given time you had your challenge flag and you also had a different colored flag, that you could throw that flag out on the field and you could like piss test anyone on the other team
Ho,
at
ho, ho.
any given moment. Yeah.
How many do you get?
Huh?
How many do you get?
One per game. But if
One per
you get
game.
it correct, you get your flag back, just like the challenge, right? Yeah.
Oh, come on now.
So
So,
you
James
could inherit the
Harrison
whole team.
comes over the middle, knocks your guy's head clean off. You throw your little, we'll call it the yellowish brown flag. We'll throw it out on the field. That James Harrison then has to piss in a cup. That they go into the booth, right? They go, all right, we're waiting for confirmation. Oh, he failed it. All right, he's out of here. That's exciting. Everyone's sitting
exciting.
around waiting.
That is
he
exciting.
clean?
Dano
Is he
for
not
NFL
clean?
commissioner.
I couldn't get into
Or
it.
whoever came up with that idea first, because you said you heard it somewhere.
There, on Levitard.
Ah,
Oh.
Yeah,
you know what? That show has some great ideas.
it does.
I fully embrace the show. All right, last takes.
Well, I got to do the All-Star game real quick. Aaron Judge was 0 for 3. Struck out. Pulled him in the 5th. AL won 2-1 in extra innings. Robinson Cano hit a home run in the 10th to win it. And he also won the MVP.
Robin Scano.
Robinson Cano.
Robinson.
Okay,
For-
Cano.
Yep, for the Mariners.
You said that so fast that it sounded like Robinson Cano.
Another cool thing in the 6th inning, Yadier Molina. He plays for the Cardinals. Came in and hit a home run to tie it up at 1-1.
Molina boys, huh?
He was the
Talented.
first Cardinal to hit a home run since 1974. The last person to do it, Reggie Smith.
All right, last take, Red.
Last take, boxing matches are coming up. Floyd Mayweather, Conor McGregor. My money's going on McGregor. McGregor is he's an underdog by 375. Mayweather's a 5.5, 550 favorite. I'm on McGregor to win it. That's my pick for the fight. You guys? By the way, his suit was awesome. I loved it.
Who do I think wins?
Who's going to win it?
I don't care. I just want to enjoy the spectacle of it.
Nobody wins.
You know how
Yeah.
much that costs to see that?
Here's the deal.
99.
I think
$100 to watch
I
that
think
fight.
Red is 100% buying into the propaganda.
I am. I'm buying it.
I am on the bandwagon of the conspiracy theory that they are going to milk this into 3 fights to get the most money they can get out of
Oh,
this.
definitely. Because
you know,
McGregor's already
Which
doing it.
means,
McGregor's already
which
doing
means
it.
you're going to lose money.
No, McGregor's already doing it because I don't know
Nope,
if you guys
'cause
saw
it's
his
not going
quote.
to be McGregor that throws the fight.
No, but here's what happened. though.
Mayweather throws it.
Mr.
But McGregor-
Floyd Money Mayweather
But-
is now Floyd
He will throw the
IRS audit up my arse Mayweather.
But they're already discussing. McGregor's already saying stuff inside like releasing statements already about when they did their face off. And the first one, he says Mayweather looked right at me and says, "Next chapter, it's in a cage." And told him the next fight they're gonna fight again. He says, "Next time we're in a cage." Look, he's what he's released a statement saying today. That
Yeah, but that's one
Mayweather
guy
told him
saying
that.
Another guy said something.
So he's trying to get it hyped.
Until Mayweather actually says it.
See, because
No.
there wasn't a
Mayweather-
mic there, you
here's-
couldn't
here's
see
what
it.
happens. Mayweather throws the fight.
yeah.
But if he
Comes
throws
back,
it,
challenges him again to get the win back. McGregor throws the fight. Chapter 3, winner take all.
but
The
I
next
then-
chapter could
then-
be in a cage.
I don't think he
Right.
can throw the fight. He
Right.
can't throw it. Mayweather can't throw it because he's not lost yet. If he throws it, his money that he is getting goes down massively.
until the second fight
Yeah.
when it goes skyrockets.
Yeah.
And then he beats McGregor in the second fight. Here's the problem: you don't
think he
think
is.
they are colluding. They are in this together to make as much money
It's the
together as
only
they
reason a MMA fighter and a boxer would fight.
Exactly.
That's the only reason.
can. 100%. They are colluding
Cash
to
right out.
make the most amount of money in 3 fights. They already know who's going to win fight 1. They already know who's going to win fight 2. Real fight will be fight 3 because then
I think McGregor just
Winner
walks that
takes all.
ass.
Also, Floyd could be saying that the next round is in a cage because there's a good chance Floyd could be in jail the next round. So they might
Oh.
be fighting inside a jail cell.
That's a good
the
point.
cage. Yep.
that would make an interesting fight.
2015 taxes.
McGregor goes and intentionally gets arrested so he can fight him in jail.
That's.
What
I
about-
mean,
Hot
that's
take,
like,
though.
that's like
I think
some
that's the last one
WWE.
for the night.
I like
2015 taxes, 15 months past due. How do you
it.
do?
Money Mayweather, baby.
Money
And then he
Mayweather.
comes
All
back-
Mayweather.
We're wrapping up.
His
Then
brand
he
is
comes
Team Money Team.
Yeah, and the funny
No
thing was on
frickin'
TV.
money.
The funny
We're
thing
out.
was on TV when he says to him, "I got a $100 million check right here, and I still ain't cashed it." And McGregor says, "Huh, maybe you should tell that to the IRS."